Leo, welcome to the Jezebelway Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing your love and separation read for the month of June. I wanted to say thank you for the 1.9 thousand views for last month. I sure appreciate y'all. Mercury retrograde in full force. We're coming out of that full moon energy into retrograde energy. You know the deal with Mercury retrograde. Don't make any life-changing decisions during this period of time. Communication may prove to be difficult. But you can also use this time, it is what you make it, right? So you can use this time to sort of continue to be purging things out of your life that, you know, aren't serving you any longer. People, places, and things. So let's see what we got for love for you. Karmic partner, conventional relationship duty bound by societal conventions. So somebody may be dealing with a karmic partnership that's over. It could have been someone they thought was a soulmate energy, but maybe it turned out to be a karmic. You know, and I'm going to tell you, nobody really can tell you if it's a karmic or it's not a karmic, or it's a twin or it's not a twin. You know, we can see different types of behavior patterns and energies here in the cards, but only you know what your connection is. So just bear that in mind. But this is about getting over perhaps a romance that did not turn out the way you wanted it to, and new romance coming in. So let's see what we got. Let's see what's going on with your partner. Okay, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, this is somebody who maybe you can build a life with after a breakup, going towards something else, someone else. This is going to bring you the victory you seek after your battle. Okay, you're going to have your stable love relationship here. I have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Of course, you're here with the victory and an offer of love. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So let's see. You could be dealing with Aries or Sagittarius, or Earth or water. So let's see what we got here. Okay, yeah, definitely. Here you are wanting this new beginning. I think you're approaching this new relationship, or this relationship kind of like with childlike wonder in the beginning stages of something. And it looks like you're trying to make something come together. You're very happy with this person. And you're trying to keep at bay these feelings of loss from previous relationship. You're trying to stave that off and block it out so that you can move on to something else. Sometimes it takes us a while to understand that we have to let something go, right? And once we're there at letting it go, it may continue to nag at the back of your mind, but, you know, moving forward is always the best option. You find it easier day by day. Let's see what's going on with you, Leo. I mean, excuse me, your partner. This is you. Let's see what your partner's up to. Okay, you're overcoming lack, period. Simple, plain and simple. This, you may thought it would end up in marriage. It didn't. You're trying to overcome the lack in a situation. You're not fully and completely healed yet, but you're working on it. Some of you could be dealing with Aquarius as well, and I have Gemini here. So you're not completely healed from the loss of this relationship, but you're working on it. It's coming kind of slow. There's no communication with this partner currently. So let's see how this person's feeling about you. Let's see how you're what your blocks are, excuse me. See what your blocks are. Okay, you are trying to let go of something. You're trying to let go of something. You're trying to clear out emotional confusion. I have Cancer and Pisces here now. You're trying to not keep this in the forefront of your mind. It looks like you're trying to distract yourself a little bit. See what's going on with your partner over here. Your partner also may be coming out of a relationship that they thought was going to end in marriage or something like that. So the two of you may be meeting at a you need the support from one another. Excuse me, it looks like your partner may be suffering from a situation in which this was a one-night stand. They thought this was going to be a long-term situation and ended up being a one-night stand, so to speak, or somebody slipped out or ghosted them. And they really thought that this person was being honest with them, and they weren't. And they're trying to close out the cycle as well. So it's kind of like you and your partner are kind of dealing with the same set of circumstances. So let's see what's going on between the two of you. So I'd say love and separation, but I mean, this seems like new love to me. So that's sometimes where the reads go. You ask her for one thing and it gives you something else. Got to go with the flow. See what the blocks between you and this partner are. You're basically going through the same thing. So where there was a period of time in which the both of you were sort of digging your heels in, not with each other, but with separate experiences. Now you're going to be making moves forward. There may be distance between you and this person. And it's not yet in the stages in which this is, you feel like this is a sort of a love connection, right? But it looks like it's going to be going there. So basically, the both of you were kind of stuck in the sadness and the pressure and stress of loss. You weren't really getting over it. You weren't really moving forward. You weren't really seeing the rainbow, okay? You weren't seeing the silver lining, but you're working on getting there. So let's see what this new person feels about you. Okay, okay. They want to take it slow because I don't think that they've realized how to be happy again either. So this may not be like totally romance in the beginning. This may be a different kind of thing, right? It's not going to be full-on romance in the beginning. You're both still suffering from loss, and they know that you're suffering from loss. So the wish fulfillment for this situation is that, you know, they're not contented. They know you're not contented, and this is just kind of like, this may come in very slow. Let's see. They're not looking at it right now really as largely a romantic situation. What they're thinking is relationship, juggling whether or not to bother with it again. They may make an offer to you, but understand that there's an issue with the past that they're dealing with. So they're juggling with this part with you and a past situation that they're trying to overcome. Let's see what their intentions are. All right, Leo, here you go. Here you are. They know that you're having anxiety about trying to be your best self, about trying to overcome this, about not trying to stay stuck and burdened in situation with previous relationship. You're trying to move forward. They also are doing the same thing. So they're going to be very strategic. Okay, chess here. They're going to be very strategic, and very pointed in their actions towards you. This isn't a willy-nilly type of situation. Let's see what happens. They have logic in their mind about how to move forward and what move to make and when, because they are juggling with previous relationship heartbreak and trying to get back out there again. Their intention is to be very logical and strategic with you. They're not going to pull out any stops, it looks like to me. But they are going to be trying to get over sadness and depression in this situation. They don't want drama or conflict. Communication, looks like there's an issue with communication as far as they may work a lot. They may be at a distance in work. There may be issues with the communication as far as getting it together and how that's working out. But I'll tell you, they're not really seeing new love or new situations as a celebration at this moment. So it's kind of like, don't put all your eggs in one basket, Leo, with this person, because they've dipped their toe in the water to kind of see how it's going to go, but it's not as if they really want to be there. So it has no reflection on you. This is about their juggling with past and future energies. So be friendly, be kind, but don't, bet the mortgage on the situation, because they may pull back and move forward and pull back. It's not a malicious thing towards you. So keep it light. So let's see what they have to say to you. Oh, because eventually it looks like you're both going to find this balance between one another. Okay, you're both going to be coming back to life again, right? And you're going to find this lovely balance and this unity in relationships. So you could also be dealing with Sagittarius or Pisces here as well. So this will happen eventually. It just kind of looks like it's going to take a while to get there. Because of betrayal and having to move forward despite difficulties and having to face some truth and having to maintain some balance, having to learn to start all over by themselves from nothing, right? And be fierce in doing it. So it looks like they've had to really use a lot of strength and courage and whatnot to move forward in their own life. And now they're like, I'm afraid if I entertain love again, or if I entertain relationship again, then I'm going to be right back where I started. What if I have to start all over again? Do I have it in me to be able to do that? So take it slow. That's all there is to it. So let's see what they want to say to you. They may be also trying to get grounded from a life of sort of a deception, sort of a person who was a good-hearted woman in love with a good-timing man or whatever kind of deal. Somebody who was a partier or whatever the scenario. But someone who wasn't grounded, excesses. And they're looking for some logic and some truth and happiness and joy and fulfillment in somebody. Somebody's not afraid to express their emotions they can move forward with, who can hold some shit down, who will bring abundance to them, who they can sit and have good coffee with, or they can sit and have conversation with, someone that they can connect to, So just remember, this is not going to be a surface situation. They're looking for substantial. They're looking for a person with some substance and not surface level stuff, right? They're not a surface level kind of person. Their trauma and their pain is, kind of made them go a little bit deep. So sorry, but sometimes when that vein opens, you got to follow it. So let's see what they have to say to you. I have to be in contact with you again. I miss you. So they're beginning to form an attachment probably to you. I always look for you at the airports as if we'll be in the same place in the world. So this could be speaking to the former lover that they're trying to overcome. Oh, they kind of feel like you kind of have a past life connection, the both of you. Maybe they feel a little bit of soulmate action with you. I don't know. They're saying that they feel comfortable with you, that you were never a stranger to them. So that's good. Okay, so let's see what their next move may be. They want to maintain their independence. Okay, that's very important to them because it took a lot for them to get there. They may be very charming as well. But they don't want to be involved with someone because that person's bored or whatever. That's what's happening here. They've been discontented in the past and trapped in situation. They're trapped right now in their own mind about moving forward and getting over someone. They feel kind of like they are kind of tapped out, right? They're kind of comfortably numb. They thought that this was really the end-all and be-all of relationships, whatever they were involved in, right? They kind of feel like it took away a little of their innocence as well, and they want to return back to that person within themselves. So their next move may be kind of like, seem like a little bit of a cop-out in a way. They may be kind of saying, hey, let's just kind of agree to see where this goes. Let's enjoy each other's company. Let's not put any labels on it. And it's not because they're trying to see other people or they're trying to fuck around on you or they're trying to give you some problems or they're trying to yo-yo you around. They just do not want to jump into something. So if you're comfortable with that, you're okay with that. In the beginning, now if we're talking 7-8 months down the road or years down the road, then no, okay? But for right now, they just want to not put any pressure on. They don't want pressure from the situation, okay? So let's see how they feel about you in the bedroom. So if you come in a little strong on them, you know, they may be like, oh, I don't know if this is what I want. I don't really want to be down to this. Keep it light. See other people. Don't, you know, enjoy the present moment with them and carry on. They do want spontaneity, though. I will tell you that. They do feel like you guys are a good match. They feel like you're a good match. They have no desire to control anything in this situation. So I don't think that they're thinking sexually right now at the moment, that they are interested in wham bam thank you ma'am or any kind of sexual love affair. They do feel passion and desire for you, yes. They do want some spontaneity in that department, but remember, they're hung up sort of a little bit, right? They're not really looking at this as a sexual situation right now. Also, what you have to understand is this person feels like they're cheating on somebody by talking to you. They're still feeling the loyalty to the other relationship, and they feel like they're doing something bad because, you know, they're entertaining you. So you have to understand that's where their mindset is, even though in the present time, these two people are not together. So just bear that in mind, okay, and just act accordingly, match their energy. So let's see kind of what a final outcome can be. Okay, there may be some toxicity. Oh, there may be some toxicity somebody's working out here, and that's okay. Remember to keep it balanced. Don't take it personal and don't take their shit. Period. End of story. Treat it as a friendship right now. They are not going to be making any offers right now. They are not transformed at this moment. And they're not so sure they want new beginnings. So I think right now, until they kind of have this light bulb moment about, yes, I do, or no, I don't, while they're sitting there talking to you on the phone or whatever, just keep it lighthearted and friendly. There's nothing wrong with being friends. They're not really making any plans. They don't see it that way yet. They're trying to overcome their own conflict and their own kind of self-loathing, okay? Their own burdens. They're overcoming it. But when they do finally make it there, they're going to make it there, and they're going to want to take this leap of faith with you, right? You also may be dealing with a person who's not very emotionally available or emotionally mature. This person may be kind of like very creative. They may be very artistic, something like that, and they're not really grounded. So bear that in mind. Okay, so it looks like they're, just keep it light for right now. It looks like the offer's coming, but they've got a lot to, okay, the offer's coming. The reason why I'm stammering here is because the offer's coming. But what this is showing me is there is a lot of stuff that they're working through right now. A lot of emotional stuff they're working through. When a person's in confusion, they want to bring you into their confusion, and they're not sure about where they stand. Like that, you can't wait for a person like that, okay? So, just saying. But let's see what they're not telling you. The offer's coming. It's just going to be kind of a slow driving deal. Okay. And remember, relationships that you want to jump into Mercury retrograde end just as quick as they begin. So communication may be in an all-time low. There may be problems with communication. We are in Gemini season, but we are in a Mercury retrograde. So normally Gemini season is good for communication, okay? But because we're in retrograde, it might be the opposite effect. So be patient with this person. But again, we're not sitting around waiting for people to coax us into loving us, right? Or we them. I wondered how far this would go. Sometimes I hear your voice in my head. I pretend that I don't care because they are afraid of being hurt. I don't need your approval. Well, so they're trying to go into a path in which they're learning where their validation lies. We are more alike than I admit. They feel a kinship with you. Next time I will listen to my intuition. So they're battling themselves and they're battling this previous relationship, right? Hardcore. Let's see what you don't see coming. Let's use these. So best case scenario, it might be a time to strengthen rapport and to build foundation and not necessarily want to go from A to Z in 3.6 seconds. Kind of build something here with someone, right? Okay, so yeah, there's conflict a little bit. You don't see that there may be a little bit of conflict here because we have to manage our expectations because this person isn't transforming as quickly. There is no third-party situation, so this isn't breadcrumbing and stringing you along and yo-yoing you because they got 4 or 5 people on the hook. That's not what it is. But they haven't figured out how to celebrate life again. They don't want burdens. They are healing, but they haven't healed yet. So what you don't see coming is you're going to find in a lot of the conversation that they're not totally healed yet. It may take them a lot longer to become healed before you can really express romance to this person. So what you have is them blocking out plans for the future. There is no sexual thing here. They are not able to do that yet. And they're going to be honest with you and tell you that. So what you don't see coming is this might be a lot, Leo, for you. You may have the feeling that you kind of want to jump out of this situation a little bit. Because it's not going to be an instant gratification situation. It's not going to be a situation in which you're going to be like automatically feeling all of these new love feelings and things like that. This is going to take some time. This is going to be a building of a foundation, a friendship, a rapport. And if you're willing to do that with this person, great. It doesn't mean you've got to, not go on dates, not see people, not whatever, and stop your life for somebody who really isn't sure if they can be talking to you or not. But what this is saying is this might be a different type of relationship in which this is a connection. This is an infatuation, and it's not going to be a fly-by-night type of relationship. This person has been hurt very bad. They seek deeper connection, and I think you seek deeper connection as well. So that's what I would focus on. The other stuff always comes. The other stuff is always going to be there. But I think that both of you are seeking a deeper connection with a human being. Surface level isn't cutting it anymore. So I think you just have to be patient with this person. So what is the attraction? Well, let's take a look. Oh, okay. What is this saying? I think right now they sort of feel a kinship to you because you may be going through a similar situation, or you may have had a similar situation in the past. I think right now that may be what they're basing things on. They feel like they can tell you the truth, and truth be told, this is the Six of Cups. So they feel comfortable with you. They kind of feel like you can be a soulmate energy to them. They feel like you're their soulmate. But they're not in a capacity to be able to entertain love, right? Although they do feel a deeper connection with you, and they seek a deeper connection. That's the attraction. They kind of feel like you're their soulmate. Let's see what they need to confess. Oh, okay. They've been cheated on. And they don't have the courage because they don't feel like they're worth anything. So this person is sort of like a victim of a post-narcissistic traumatic disorder syndrome, or whatever it's called. That's kind of what I'm getting. They're not feeling their worth right now. There was a lot of competition with other people in the relationship. They had to move forward as a matter of self-preservation. They're kind of excited about being single, even though they're kind of hung up on this person. Because I think they're getting back to who they really are now. And again, remember in the beginning of the read, we talked about being afraid to give up independence. Because they're kind of starting to get comfortable with themselves again and say, hey, you know what? I'm not those things that person told me I was. Okay, so that's what they need to confess, is the depth of the trauma. Okay? Let's see, lust or love. I'm not going to do new love because this whole read's been about new love. Lust or love, this is a cycle. This is the birth of something good happening, so I say love. Let's see. We're not going to do new love, but let's get one card for the state of the relationship. They don't want any drama, that's for sure, and they want peace and harmony and balance. They feel like this is kind of what they have here with you. Let's give one card for the state of the relationship. The love. The state of the love. Right now, it's kind of like they're not sure whether or not to offer anything or to go there with you or whatever. They have those feelings, but again, their capacity is a lot lower than what it should be because they're dealing with trauma. So they don't necessarily want to talk about love right now, right? They want to see if there's some sort of a rapport that can be built. They're guarded against it right now. Even though they feel like soulmate energy with you, but they don't feel like their picker's working, right? They don't feel like they can make a decisions based on love, based on what they've dealt with in the past. So let's see. What is their weakness? Let's see, what are they going to do? Okay, here we go. They're going to keep it moving. They're going to start to warm up to you. They're going to start to see their happiness again. Here you are, Leo. They're going to start to warm up to you, coming towards you. We have Cancer here now. They're going to keep coming towards you, okay? Let's see. What is their weakness? Okay, yeah. New opportunity in relationships, their weakness. They crave that connection with somebody that's substance-based, right? So they want this. They just can't see how to get there yet. Let's see if you should let go of this situation or keep moving forward with it. Okay, this says keep moving forward, but don't make a big deal out of it. Keep it on the, down low, right? It's what it says, so whatever that means for you. So let's get some love cards on it and see what they have to say. This person's in healing and deep healing, so just bear that in mind. Oh, twin flames, your passion ignites. So I think, your connection is what it is to you, but soulmate energy, definitely. You're waking them back up. Maybe it's not literally twin flames, but maybe it's saying, hey, you're kind of bringing this person back to life. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. It's no coincidence people coming into our lives for whatever specific reason they're in. The problem is that we want to attach to every single person coming in our life, and 9 times out of 10, the reason that we want to attach to those situations is because we're missing something, right? I think this has the potential for a deep, deep connection, an equal partnership, right? It's just going to take some time to get there. You're going to have to build with this person. Maybe you feel that way too. Have you ever tired of surface level connections? And they already feel kind of a deep connection towards you. Not a deep connection towards you, but they already feel like a soulmate situation, kindred spirits, right? Getting to know each other. Absolutely, that's what's happening. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So be in the present with them. Don't think of, oh, this is going to turn into what, this and that and the other. Don't start entertaining that. Be in the present each moment, each time you're with this person or talking to this person. Soulmate, this is a soulmate. So they do feel that soulmate connection to you, that comfort. And I tell you what, if I had the choice to choose between twin flame and soulmate for relationship purposes, I would choose the soulmate every single time. Because that's where you're going to have your 3D love. That's where you're going to have a person who gets you and knows how you like your coffee. That's the person who's going to be there every day, and you're going to be there for them every day. This isn't catalytic, and all of this, you know, spiritual growth is wonderful and beautiful, and that's what we strive for. But hey, I mean, damn, sometimes we just need somebody to sit there and hold our hand or whatever, okay? I mean, that's what you're going to get with the soulmate. People glamorize the twin flame union because they don't understand what it is they're talking about, right? Not that I'm a guru on it. I know what I know according to my experience and what in knowledge has been given to me. But it's not a glamorous journey. It's painful and it hurts. And it takes a lot of goddamn work. So, and it takes a lot of work on yourself. Don't glamorize it. You know, if you have an opportunity to have a soulmate relationship with somebody, take it, right? Flow. Allow me, divine, to move with the flow and respond with calmness and peace. Move with the flow. Let it come in and out. Don't attach to it and try to hold on to it and get dragged, right? Grief. That's what you're both experiencing. Tears are what happen when the ice in the heart melts, and that's what's going on. Delusion. Intention without surrender can be a fast path to delusion. So basically, living in the future and living in the past is a delusion. Neither one of them exists. But the surrender isn't to the person, it's to the divine, it's to the universe, it's to your path, it's to your truth, okay? Individuality. Every person has their own personalized study plan in this earth school, which is basically a place to learn how to manipulate energy. Detachment. With the detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Changing expectation. Ironically, that's often when it's fulfilled. So this is talking about not getting attached right away and having desire and want and working out of fear and desperation. This is talking about being present with somebody in the moment and having the patience and the capacity to build with somebody and build a rapport and build a foundation with someone without the expectation of sex and love being returned and all these things. Not that you shouldn't want love to be returned, but what I mean is the expectation of future happenings. Just enjoy this person's company for right now. All right, let's get some advice card on it and we'll call it a wrap. Okay, what do you need to release that you're holding on to? Have faith in your dreams. So you could have been having some dreams about someone coming in or releasing something, or sometimes having your hands tied perhaps because you're not supposed to be acting, you're just supposed to be experiencing. Not literally hands tied, okay? It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio, luck is on your side, a time for healing. So this is basically about nursing yourself and this person nursing themselves back to life. So anyway, Leo, that's what I have for you guys, and I'll see you guys later.